Hare Krishna, all the devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances and Dandavat Pranam to all of you. I invite you and welcome you to the early morning short Bhagavatam class organized by ISKCON Radha Govinda Temple, Kulai, Mangaluru. And indeed, I invite you for and on behalf of His Grace, Sri Ramanista Das Prabhuji. We shall begin with the prayers. Prayers are very important. Unless there is a mercy of the Lord, the message is not going to be very clear to understand. And if you don't understand the message, what is the fun of learning? So everything depends on the mercy of the Lord. So let us pray to Lord that He has His mercy on us. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashalaakaya Chakshurun Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Desha Tarine Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadhamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udpadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakar Visasya हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगत पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे प्लीज फॉलो मी ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om Namo
Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम्
Narayanam
Namaskritya
Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये
Devim Saraswatim
Saraswatim
Vyasam
Vyasam
Tato
Tato
Jayamudire.
Jayamudire.
शृणतां स्वकतः कृष्णः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः
Shunvatam
Shrivata
Sukata
Sukakada
Krishna
Krishnaha
Punya
Punyasravana
Shravana
Kirtanaha
Kirtanaha
हृदयन्तस्तु यभद्राणि विदुनोति सुरस्तता
Udyantasto Haiva
Yantasto
Vadrani
Yabadrani
Vidunoti
Vidunoti
Satam.
Suhritsatam
नश्च प्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया
Nashtaprayesha Vadreshu
Nashtaprayeshvabhadreshu
Nityam
Nityam
Bhagavata
Bhagavata
Sevaya.
Sevaya
भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी
Bhagavati
Bhavati
Tamasloke
Tamasloke
Bhaktir
Bhakti
Bhavati
Bhavati Naistiki
नित्यं भागवत सेवया recitation and memorization of Srimad Bhagavatam daily removes all inauspicious things from our life. And since it is worshipping the Uttama Sloka and glorifying Him, He bestows on us the Naistiki Bhakti. Canto 6, Chapter 7, Verse 24. Those who want to recite may please raise their hands. Nipistapam kim ganayantyapetya mantra brugura manushi shisartha Ravipra Govinda Gavishranam Bhavatya Bhadrani Nareshwaranam. Madhubai Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tripistapam kim ganayantyabhyedya mantra भृगूणाम् अनुशिक्षितार्थाः न विप्रगोविन्द गवीश्वराणाम् भवन्ति अभद्राणि नरेश्वराणाम्. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Subbarao Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji,
Hare
after a
Krishna
long time.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Tripishtapam kim ganayantya bhedya mantra bhruguna manusikshitatha na vipragovinda gavishwaranam bhavantya bhadrani naresareswaranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Chitra Mohini Devi Dasi ji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tripishtam kim ghanayanta bhedya mantra Bhrugunam anushikshitartaha na vipra govindo gavishwaranam bhavantya bhadrani nareshwaranam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Usha Dayavati Devi Dasi ji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tripistapam kim ganayanti abedya mantra briguna manusikshita natartah na vipra govinda gavishwaranam bhavanti abhadrani nareshwaranam. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Madhu Soni Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभुजी. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. त्रिपीष्टपं किं गणयन्त्य भेद्य मंत्रा भृगूणामनुशिक्षितार्था नावे प्रगोविन्द गवीश्वराणां भवन्त्यभद्राणि नरेश्वराणां. थैंक यू प्रभुजी. हरे कृष्ण.
Thank you. Pranadandini Madhvi Devi Dasi ji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, प्रणाम प्रभु जी. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. त्रिपीष्टपम किं गणयन्त्य वेद्य मंत्र भृगूनाम अनुशिक्षितार्थः न विप्रगोविन्द गवीश्वराणां भवन्त्य भद्राणि नरेश्वराणां. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. थैंक यू प्रभु.
Thank you. Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tripistapam kim ganayanti abedya mantra Bhrugunan manusishanardha na vipra govinda ganiswaranam bhavanti avadrani nareswaranam. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you. Revati Ratnangi Devi Dasi ji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dripishtabam kim ganayanti abetya. Mantra prubhana manisikshidartaha. Na vipra govinda kav ishwaranam. Bhavanti abatrani nareswaranam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji. Sukanya Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. You are muted, Mataji. Venkat, Narsiya Venkat Rao Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Tripishtapankim Ganayantavejya Mantra Bhrugunam Anusishitartha Navipra Govinda Ganeswaranam Bhavantya Bhadrani Nareswaraja Ranam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you. Sukanya Mataji, are you there?
Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare
Hi, Mataji.
Prabhuji.
Your voice is cracking.
Mantra.
The voice is mutilated, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, I think her internet connection is unstable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Three-paced. I think my throat is not good, Prabhuji. It's
Okay. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take some ginger and honey. Thank you. Tripistapam. All the demigods, including Lord Brahma. Kim, what? Ganayanti. Take care for. Abhideya Mantraha, whose determination to carry out the orders of the spiritual master is unbreakable. Hare Krishna Mataji.
I should do that.
Hare. Okay. Bhruguham Brahman, of the disciples of Bhrugu Muni, like Shukracharya. Anuksita Arthaha, deciding to follow the instructions. Na, not. Vipra, the Brahmanas. Govinda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Go, the cows. Ishwaranam, of persons favoring or considering worshipable. Bhavanti are abhadrani, any misfortune. Nara Ishwarana, or of kings who follow the principles. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Because of their firm determination to follow the instructions of Shukracharya, his disciples, the demons, are now unconcerned about the demigods. In fact, kings or the others who have determined faith in the mercy of Brahmanas, cows, and the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, Krishna, and who always worship these three, are always strong in their position. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. From the instructions of Lord Brahma, it is understood that everyone should very faithfully worship the Brahmanas, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the cows. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. I'm sure all of you remember this standard sloka that we use. Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha, Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. That's what we use for Bhoga purpose. Oh, he is always very kind to cows and the Brahmanas. Therefore, one who worships Govinda must satisfy him by worshipping the Brahmanas and the cows. If a government worshipping the Brahmanas, the cows, and the Krishna, Govinda, it is never defeated anywhere. Otherwise, it must always be defeated and condemned everywhere. At the present moment, all over the world, governments have no respect for Brahmanas, cows, and Govinda, and consequently, there are chaotic conditions all over the world. In summary, although the demigods were very powerful in material opulence, the demons defeated them in battle because the demigods had behaved disrespectfully towards a Brahmana, Brahaspati, who was their spiritual master. We'll take the next verse as well, and then we'll go through them together. Those who want to recite this verse can also raise their hands. Tadvishwarupam bhajatashu vipram tapasvinam tvastamatatmavantam sabhajito arthana savidasyatevo yadi kshamisya dvamutasya karma. Subharao Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam. Tadvishwarupam bhajatashu vipram tapasvinam tvashtramathatmavantam sabhajitordhan savidhasyatevo yedi kshamishdvamutasya karma. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you Prabhuji. Revati Ratnagi Devi Dasi ji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी प्रणाम प्रभु जी तत् ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय तत् विश्वरूपं वजदासु विभ्रम तपस्विनं त्वाक्षरम् अध्यात्मबन्धं सभाजितो अर्थान सविद्यसाश्रयते वो यति शमिष्यत्वम् उदास्य कर्म. हरे कृष्ण माता, हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you Vijaya Kumari Devi Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय तत्विश्वरूपं भजदोष विप्रं दवविस्मनष्ट्राम तत्त्ववन्तं प्रभजोदिदातांस विदास्य देवो यदिशीमि यस्य त्वमुस्तय्य कर्म. थैंक यू प्रभु जी.
Thank you. Pran Nandini Madhvi Devi Dasi ji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. तद्विश्वरूपं भजता सुविप्रं तपस्विनं तुष्टम् अथावनन्तवन् तथात्मवन्तं समाजितार्थान् सविदतस्सेवो यदि क्षमिष्यश्च मुतस्य कर्म. कृष्ण प्रभु जी. थैंक यू
Thank
प्रभु.
you. Chitra Mohini Devi Dasi ji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी प्रणाम प्रभु जी. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय तद्विश्वरूपं भजताशु विप्रं तपस्विनं त्वाष्ट्रम् अथात्मवन्तं सभाजितो अर्थान् सर्विदास्यते वो यदि क्षमिष्व यदि क्षमिष्याध्वमुतास्य कर्म. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. Thank you.
Thank you. Madhusoni Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय तदवीश्वरूपं भजताशु विप्रं तपस्विनं त्वाश्रमथात्मवन्तं सभाजितोऽर्थान् सविधास्यते वो यदि शमिष्य अध्वम् उतास्य कर्म। थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you. Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु। तद्विश्वरूपं भजतास विप्रं तपस्विनं त्वाष्ट्रमधात्मवन्तं सभाधितोऽर्धन् विधास्यते वो यदि शमिष्वध्वमुतास्य कर्म। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
Thank you. Uttama Padma Devi Dasi.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय तद्विश्वरूपं भजताशु विप्रं तपस्विनं त्वाष्टमतात्मवन्तं सभाजितोतान् सविदास्य देवो यदि समित्सध्वम् उतास्य कर्मः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Thank you, Mataji. Usha Dayavati Devi Dasi ji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय तद्विश्वरूपं भजता सुविप्रं तपस्विनां त्वस्त्रम् अत आत्मवन्तं सभजितो अर्थं स विद्यासतेवो यतीशमयात्मम् उतास्य कर्मः। थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you. Usha Dayavati Mataji, can you read the synonyms for us?
Yes प्रभु जी। Synonyms: Tat, therefore, Vishwarupam, Vishwarupa, Bhajata, just worship as Guru. Ashu, immediately. Vipram, who is a perfect Brahmana. Tapasvinam, undergoing great austerities and penances. Twastram, the son of Twasta. Atha, as well as Atmavantam, very independent. Sabhajita, being worshipped. Arthan, the interest. Saha, he. Vidyasyate, will execute. Va, all of you, Yati, if. Shamityadvam, you tolerate. Uta, indeed. Asya, his karma, activities. To support the Daityas. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Thank you. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O demigods, I instruct you to approach Vishwarupa, the son of Tvasta, and accept him as your Guru. He is a pure and very powerful Brahmana undergoing austerity and penances. Pleased by your worship, he will fulfill your desires, provided that you tolerate his being inclined to side with the demons. Purport. Lord Brahma advised the demigods to accept the son of Tvasta as their spiritual master, although he was always inclined towards the benefit of the asuras. This is the sixth canto, Prescribed Duties for Humankind, seventh chapter, where Indra is insulting his spiritual master, Brihaspati. We pass through various areas and stages until we reached here. So first we'll finish the local two slokas before we go into a bird's eye view. The two slokas that we went through, number 24 and 25, depicts mainly the area of worshipping Brahmana, Supreme Lord, and cows. The cows and Brahmanas were the culture of the Vedic times, and they both were respected whenever they would come across. And this way they would satisfy the Lord. Lord Krishna is known as Govinda because he loves cows. Whenever these respects are not going on or they are not being respected, that's when, as Srila Prabhupada explains, the governing bodies, organizations, or the government itself gets chaotic results and is being blamed for all the bad things happening in the world. This is the power of worshipping the Guru. If you disrespect a Guru, then certainly the hell falls on you. The verse 24 explains partly, along with the last verse that we did yesterday, that the devils were weak due to disrespecting Sukracharya. But now, by worshipping him, that is Sukracharya, they have gained their strength and they may now be very strong. And even Brahma says that they are as strong as they might take away Maya more easily. So that's the strength that you get by respecting Brahmana, worshipping Brahmana, and especially worshipping Brahmana if he is your spiritual master. Brahma then, realizing that the devils are getting powerful than the Devatas and the king of Devatas, he then pacifies them and gives an advice or instruction. Rather than the advice, it could be said as instructions. And he explains to them in the later part of 24th verse that there are no misfortunes for kings who respect Brahmanas, the cows, and the Lord Govinda. He and then advises or says that accept Vishwarupa as your guru, the son of Swasta. He is little partial to asuras or devils, but if the devatas worship them with finances and austerity so strong and get his favors, he would be able to make them win over the devils. In other words, what we are seeing here is the war between the devils and devatas. This more or less begins with the beginning of the chapter. And it's come to this far that probably devils might be able to succeed in defeating the devatas. This actually is never the agenda of Lord Krishna, because he wants to see that devatas and dharma remains prominent in the manifested world. If you look at the whole thing, looking at the whole 25 verses that we have gone through, one becomes less powerful the moment he gets puffed up. That's what happened to the king of Devatas, Indra. He got puffed up because of his opulence or the money that he has. The things that make one proud and easily get over himself and get overwhelmed in this material world are Shri, Stri, Aishwarya, and birth in a high family. These things are so strong and so powerful that can go over your head, destabilize you by nullifying your intelligence. And once your intelligence is gone, you are bewildered and you will misbehave. Same thing happened here. When Indra was ruling over his assembly, Brihaspati Maharaj came in, and Indra, in spite of seeing him, he behaved as if he has never seen him. He did not stand up. He did not even offer a seat to him. And he did not even announce him and his arrival. This clearly is a straight disrespect to a guest who is coming to your assembly as a king. As a king, as Srila Prabhupada says, it's your duty not only to respect but worship brahmanas, cows. And when you don't do that, of course, in the SPOG or Supreme Personality of the Godhead, and when you don't do it, you are not working as the agent of the Lord, but you are now thinking that you are a real king and that you are ruling over the kingdom. That's when you are puffed up, because this is neither your kingdom nor you are a king. It's just a illusion. You are working under the instruction of the Lord, the Supreme Personality. You are working under the bliss and blessings of the cows and the brahmanas. That your kingdom runs well, and that people living in the kingdom becomes happy, remains happy and content without any bad things happening to them, naturally or otherwise. When this is forgotten, that's when all the things befall on one. And this is what has started. King Indra is feeling
Jai Shri Krishna
nervous
Chaitanya
because he has been seeing the power of
Hare Krishna, Hare
the
Krishna,
asuras or demons.
Hare Krishna,
These demons,
Ram Ram Ram.
though they were very weak, because they also insulted Sukracharya in the process, but they were smart enough to correct their mistakes. With the due apologies, austerity, and penances, they pleased Sukracharya, who returned their strength back. And with the blessings of Sukracharya, now they are powerful enough to defeat the king and the Devatas, king of the Devatas. It happens to even Indra also that he realizes his mistake later on. When he tries to find out Brihaspati, his spiritual master, but Brihaspati being a learned and realized soul, he knew the future of Indra He knew the fortune of Indra, and thus he quietly left home, and so he was not found there. Since he was not found there, he couldn't reverse his mistake. And that's where Brahma is now instructing him. The only way to protect is get the spiritual master, worship him, get his blessings, and get the power to fight the devils. In short, if you really look at it, though we all feel that we are the one working hard, one always questions whether we really are working. If you look at the fact, what is in our head, whether we will be able to work is not in our head. Whether when we work, whether the work will finish is not in our head. What result the work will yield is not in our head. And ultimately the result is yielded. Whether you will enjoy that result is not in your head as well. So in the nutshell, though we say that we are the one running the world, when you are absent, the world still runs very nicely. So who says that we are running the world? So there are so many questions when you think like that. And then you realize that it is like a dog who is walking under the cart and thinking that he is bearing the burden of the whole cart. It's the Lord who does everything. It's the plan of the Lord that we follow. It's his instructions that we follow. And ultimately he decides which work we are going to do, how much we are going to do, how successfully we will do it, and whatever the result comes, that result will go which way. Ultimately, everybody works for a result. In a material world or in a capitalism, we all work ultimately for that paycheck at the end of the month, or money at the end of something, or something that gratifies the sense. After all, earning money at the end gives you sense gratification possibilities. So we have a kind of a business attitude, and that's where we fail. If you want to spiritualize your action, stop working for yourself. Start working for Krishna. And when you begin the work, leave it to Krishna. Remember his name throughout your work and dedicate the result of the work to the satisfaction of Lord Krishna. The same work that you were doing with the material motives, when it becomes a work for the motives and sense gratification and pleasures of Lord Krishna, that's your spiritual work or akama. So the difference is very simple, what you think. And that's why Krishna consciousness is very important. When you think all the time about Krishna, when you are worshipping, when you're remembering, when you're chanting, automatically whatever you do has the consciousness of Krishna. And once there is a consciousness of Krishna, there is nothing more auspicious than that anywhere else in this world or the other worlds. So what we want to really achieve is very simple. always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. All the things that we are doing, all the vidhis that we follow in the form of sadhana, by trying to regularize chanting, hearing, kirtan, bhajan, etc., are to see that we remember Krishna all the time. So the ultimate goal of all the activities that we do, all the 9 processes that we do for devotional services are to remember Krishna all the time and never to forget Krishna at all for a second. Obviously, if you want to achieve this kind of remembrance to the Lord, you got to surrender yourself. And so, the most important thing in all the processes of devotional service is Atma Nivedanam or Sharanam, Sharanagati. And that's why it's very important that you achieve a total faith in the Lord, total belief in the Lord, that He would provide you everything whenever you need, to the extent of your need. He will secure you all the time, and He would always be doing good for you at any given time of life. When these 3 things are imprinted in your mind or engraved in your mind strongly, then and then you can surrender to someone totally. Total surrender means you are not going to do thinking or endeavoring for your next eating, for your security, or for that matter, anything in the material world. When you achieve that stage, that's total surrender. And total surrender always brings complete remembrance of the Lord. And that is where the love is flowing as rasa and rati between the Lord and His pure devotee. So basically, if we look at in our language of trying to understand, we should remove the mode of ignorance, mode of passion, because passion is work, ignorance is inertia. We must remove both of them, come to a neutral phase of goodness. But goodness is just enough that you are a good human being. For going back to Godhead, you need pure goodness. And pure goodness only allows you to do a total surrender. So we must aim at removing these 2 modes of passion and ignorance from us, remain in the mode of goodness, and work further, chanting harder and faster and better, so that all the anarthas from the heart goes away and you could successfully surrender to the Lord. Once that happens, that's when you are proceeding to a perfect devotional service and going back to Godhead. Any question, any doubts, any revelation, any addition, any commentary, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes.
In that sloka, Prabhuji, it comes as Vipra. In translation, it is coming as a Brahmana. But what
Okay.
we listened from Bhagavatam in earlier aspect, I remember is Vipra is different, Brahmana is different, Dvija is different, Vaishnava is different.
Yes.
So
That's
here we
why.
have to think. Visvarupa is a Brahmana or Vipra or Vaishnava.
The difference, you are very right. Probably Vipra is just mentioned as Brahmana. And when Brahmana is pronounced, I believe the general term used for all the pure devotees or Vaishnavas included in it. But you are right, one should be very specific because Vipra is different, Brahmana is different, Vaishnava is different as per our learning. One who starts with the twice born Dvija and starts learning Veda is Vipra. Brahmana is the one who has learned the Vedas, and Vaishnava is the one who has not only learned the Vedas, but is practicing Vedas, and he can argue and definitely uh, give solution to all arguments for the Vedas. So ideally, yes, but then the common word used by and large is Vipra as Brahmana. So I do agree with you entirely that to be specific, they can use a specific word. Yes. Does that make some sense, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji. In sloka, it is coming as Vipra, while in
Yes.
translation, it is coming as Brahmana.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I understand. As I said, Vipra is different, Brahmana is different, and Vaishnava is different.
I
All
want to
three
know
are.
whether Visvarupa is a Vipra or Brahmana or Vaishnava. That is only my interest, Prabhuji.
Vishwarupa is actually uh, a part of meditation where you want to strengthen your faith. It is imaginary, it is material, and it is not a true thing. So you are imagining various material manifestations as limbs and parts of the bodies of the Lord Himself. And that would strengthen your faith if you do meditation with thinking that flowing river is a blood in the Lord, or mountains are His hands, things like that. That will give you a faith in the neophytic stage to make you more stronger with a stronger faith, and then ultimately you can move on from the Vishwarupa into the ultimately super soul and then Bhagavan himself. Someone else also raised.
Prabhuji,
Yes, Prakash Rao Prabhuji. Yeah.
Prabhuji, here, my revelation is, this last chapter we read that Viswarupa is born to Dasha. In Progeny, he got daughters, daughter through daughters he has produced so many children. That Viswarupa was the one of them. He is a Sastrik. Then Vipra and what Prabhuji has read, my feeling is that he is deemed to be Vipra because Brahmagnana iti Brahmana annaru. We have to take it's not a ordinary Brahma. The person who got the Brahmagnana is called the Brahmana in technical terms. So what he compared in the first chapter, first canto, second chapter, we get that Vipra and what is Vipra only after mantra upayasa through Guru. They become the Vipra because Shastra Adhyayanam they do it. Then they become Vipra, and if he knows the Paratatva, that is the God, this thing, then he will be called as Vaishnava and blah blah Brahmana. So my feeling is that this Vipra was who is the Visvarupa is the This temporary, when Brahaspati left, he was made as the temporary guru, na Prabhuji. We have read it. So in that way, he is the person who will become guru, the person who knows the everything, and aware of shastras. So in that way, this Vipra or the Viswarupa may be deemed to the Brahmana is deemed to be the Vipra. Not ordinary Brahmins, we call it as no. Who knows that? That's why there is in Bhagavad Gita it has come Brahma Jnana iti Brahmana. Those who knows the Brahma, he is the called Brahma. I feel like that in its explanation, maybe we can feel it like that. The others can share their feelings and any values.
It reminds me of my childhood. We in Gujarat, as children, anybody who comes from down south was Madrasi. Means anyone who comes either from Andhra Pradesh or from Tamil Nadu or from Kerala or from wherever, but he comes from down south, so he is Madrasi. And similarly, Vipra is a word used for all those who are involved, spiritually inclined, and are actually Vidwans or saints or sages. That's what I feel, but that's a very, very wrong corollary, not described by Prabhupada, so I have refrained from saying that.
Somewhere I also remember, Prabhuji, all Brahmanas are Vipras, but all Vipras are not Brahmanas.
That's true. That's true.
Basically, I think first, those days, anybody is a normal, ordinary person, when he is given that sacred thread, it is called a Dvija.
Yes.
When that Dvija learns, he becomes a learned scholar of Vedas and all that, I think he'll become Vipra.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
And Vipra, when he realizes the spiritual self and progresses in spirituality, he becomes Brahmana.
Yes.
And Brahmana, when he attaches only to Vishnu, he becomes Vaishnava.
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I correct in Prabhuji?
Yeah, that is explained in one.
That is exactly what I say. That somebody who is twice born, that's when he becomes Vipra, he gets a license to study the Vedas. He starts studying Vedas and then he realizes Vedas when he is known as realized soul. He becomes a Brahmana. And when he starts not only realizing but practicing and even he compares in all arguments against or for Vedas, he succeeds in convincing everyone. That's when he becomes a Vaishnava. Or as you said very rightly, when he is close to Vishnu, is called Vaishnava. So Vipra, Brahmana, and then Vaishnava is the sequence that occurs. That's what we learned.
Where shall we place Viswarupa, Prabhuji? In this case, Viswarupa, where shall we place? That is the main question.
As I said earlier, Vishwarupa that has been explained in Srimad Bhagavatam is an imagination. It is a stencil for the students to understand and develop the faith for the Lord. Vishwarupa is not a true thing. It has been imaginary material existence of the God. So the Vishwarupa that we see in the Bhagavad Gita, as Arjun is shown Vishwarupa, is a true Vishwarupa of the Lord. And for that he required divine eyes.
Sorry, Prabhuji, to interfere. Prabhuji, sorry, I am not asking about that Viswarupa of our Bhagavan. I want to ask about Viswarupa, this present Guru. This Viswarupa, where we can place in these three terms. This Viswarupa, the new Guru, where Indra has to take shelter.
Prabhuji, if you permit me, I told you, Prabhuji, this is what we can infer. See, Viswarupudu is the person who was temporarily appointed by Because Brihaspati left, na,
Ah.
Prabhu. Brihaspati, why you refer in the last chapter, Brihaspati was referred as a Brahmana there. You have insulted the Brahmana. That is what he is telling, In this present, there is no Krishna, Brahmana and Go. This cows, they are to be given respect and puja. So that will be done. Prabhuji, my feeling is, my opinion is that Vipra, whether it called Vipra or where, here they are referring to Vishwarupudu. This Vishwarupudu is nothing but the temporary guru appointed by the Indra when Brihaspati left it. So he is called as Brahmana. Brahmana is that my Brahmana in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, there is that Brahmagnana iti Brahmana. So he is the Shastra known. That's why he is appointed as a temporary guru for devatas.
So you could say that Vipra is a word used for Vishwarupa. That's true, but then the Vishwarupa is actually a Brahmana. If he is a Brahmana, he is qualified to become a spiritual master.
Yes, Prabhu. Spiritual master, yes.
Does that make some sense, or you want me to ask some senior devotees? Subbarao Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Here only the thing is, this Vishwarupa new guru, who is going to be new guru, in Sloka it is mentioned as Vipra. In translation, it is mentioned as Brahmana. That's why I want to confirm myself. Is he Brahmana or Vipra? That's only the question, Prabhuji.
And I'll do that. I'll ask something. Right?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry if this discussion is prolonged.
No.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Your query is more important and more valuable, and it must be solved one way or the other. Yes, that's very important. I'm not important. Time is not important. Thank you very much, Subbarao Prabhuji, for asking that question. Prakash Rao Prabhuji for helping me out on that. And let's see and ask some senior devotees about it. If there are no further questions, time is up.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Mataji.
Pranam Prabhuji. Prabhuji, like may know where these asuras leave Prabhuji, because so easily they will go to Devaloka and they will attack the demigods. So where they will leave Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Sorry, I couldn't follow your question.
Prabhuji, asuras, where they will leave Prabhuji, or which is the loka for asuras Prabhuji, because so easily they will go to Swarga and they will attack the demigods.
Where do the asuras live?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, I'll find out and tell you tomorrow. Is that fine?
Yeah, okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Mataji. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, all of you, for attending the class. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya, krupa sindhubhya evacha, patitanam pavanebhyo, vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Happy Purnima to all of you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Oh, thank you very much, Mataji. Happy Purnima to all of us. Thank you.
Most beautiful day for all of us. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.